I'm Brian Bender, and let's queer up politics. Trump excludes gay and black governors from White House dinner. President Donald Trump has limited invitations to a traditional White House dinner during the National Governors Association winter gathering scheduled in Washington, D.C. from February 19th to the 21st. The decision excludes Democratic governors, including Colorado Governor Jared Polis and Maryland Governor Wes Moore. Polis, the only out gay governor, and Moore, the nation's only black governor and NGA vice chair, were left off the guest list. Oh, so sorry about that. I didn't want to go there anyway. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt defended the move, saying Trump has discretion to invite anyone he wants to the White House. It's the people's house. It's also the president's home. So he can invite whomever he wants to dinners and events here at the White House. A spokesperson for Polis told The Advocate, Governor Polis and other governors are focused on delivering results for our states, not playing games. Governor Polis does welcome recommendations for popular local restaurants now that he and other Democratic governors may have a little free evening to explore the best D.C. has to offer. In response to these limited invitations, the National Governors Association said it will no longer hold the formal meeting with Trump. 18 Democratic governors also announced a boycott of the dinner. Well, I just want to say, as I was reading that, I want to say good. I wouldn't want to be invited to a place like that anyway. He has really befouled and besmirched. I'm making these words up. I hope that they're kind of correct sounding. He has totally dirtied up that White House, and to go there and to be in the same room with that orange guy who is unconstitutionally trampling people's rights, who has his ICE brigades out in full force, taking people out of their homes, separating children from their families, putting people in detention in third countries. I could go on, and to be invited and to have Donald Trump ramble on and on about his Nobel Prize that was given to him, to talk about, all the things that he did to bring down inflation, to make everything affordable again. Things are going so great. Things are going so well in this. I can't do his voice so well, but I think everybody could hear it in their own minds. It's not a good time had by all. Trust me. I'm sure there are people that wished that they had been disinvited because they didn't want to go themselves. So I just have to say that it's not the worst thing that could happen to be not invited, but it really does suck that it's a person who is gay and a black man who is a governor. So that's icky.
Trump was just afraid that they'd be able to make hard hats and tuxedos look the best because we're going to be having this dinner in a construction zone in the first place.
Yes.
And the fact that the Democratic, the Governors Association is led by a Republican governor, says volumes, if not shouts volumes, that are going, okay, look, you either invite all of us or you invite none of us. Mm-hmm. And I actually hope that more of the governors decide not to go and they all, go to, Chili's down the street.
Yes, stand them up, yeah.
Well, I'll say for Governor Polis looking for recommendations, since he's a fellow gay man and the former gay D.C. resident.
Exactly.
Go get a drink at Trader Number 9, girl, on P. It's always a fun time over there. Or just go over to Dick Bar, also known as DuPont Italian Kitchen.
Oh.
Is the food great? No, but the company's good and it's all cheap. So
or the happy hour at Fox and Hound.
Now, right, I will also say two other things. One, it is the traditional norm to invite all the governors to this thing, in case that hasn't, for those that haven't figured that out. That's a normal thing. But also, I have a little critique of how LGBTQ media has been portraying the story, as he specifically didn't invite the black person and the queer person, when he didn't invite any of the Democrats. And I say that because a few years ago, at the task force, I had to host a Not the White House holiday party because he specifically did not invite April Ryan, a black woman, and the only LGBTQ member of the press corps from Bay Windows. And he had actually done that sort of stuff in the past, and this is a little separate from that.
And those would have been the people I would have wanted to party with anyway, so it's ridiculous.
And then a big issue is, taking our tax dollars and making people who support the Democratic Party and trying to make it less partisan. This should be a nonpartisan event. And
it's the
Donald
people.
Trump
It is a
doesn't know how to
nonpartisan.
do
but
that. It should be. Our country
I
should have
understand.
been.
It is
in
a
whole nother
nonpartisan, but
direction.
unfortunately, he's making it partisan.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So,
Donald Trump doesn't know what decorum is if it hit him over the head twice.
Well,
it's,
and I hope people continue to see what he's doing and wake up.
well, they keep seeing, but it's with rose-colored glasses.
thoughts and prayers, girl.
So thoughts and prayers. Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.